Recently, Luminosity released a list ordering the top 100 Smash Ultimate players of all time, and I thought I'd try a little challenge. I'll be spinning a wheel, and whatever number it lands on, I'll have to play a game on Elite Smash with the main of the top player aligning with that number. Let's get right into it. So for our first spin, we have number 13. Alright, when looking at the top 100, it looks like that lands us on T. So T got his start playing Pac-Man, but recently...
Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't think anybody wants to watch Pac-Man anyways, so I'll just use Kazuya with T's ult. Samus, a god tier Samus. The first time I ever heard of T, like it was when I was trying to pick up Pac-Man and learn how to play that character, and like I kind of dropped Pac-Man like pretty soon after that because I did not feel like playing that character because they're just not fun to play as or against. And I'm pretty sure when I first like heard of T again, it was when he was playing Kazuya. And when I saw his Kazuya playing, I thought it was like a joke because he just played in such a degenerate manner that I was like, there's no way he's like actually taking this seriously. But he's gone far with Kazuya, and I've seen him winning a lot of stuff. He's like probably the best Kazuya in the world right now because Riddle is not playing this game no more. Great. It is nice having that though. Like, the only other Kazuya you really ever see is like Skeleton, and I don't know how consistent he is. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Kazuya. I don't know what I thought I was doing there. She rolls though. Twice! The most common habit in Smash Ultimate. But T's taken sets off a lot of good players. Scarlet took a set off MK Leia with his, I think it was his Kazuya against Leia's Joker, and I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. I think it might have been at Grands, but I don't remember. They're just rolling. The Rolling Knight. Okay, thank goodness. Yes, and for spin 2 we have number 18, which gives us Kamehameh, who plays Sora. Well, I'm not really too familiar with Kamehameh, like I don't have much I can really say about him. I do know at one point he made Mega Man, and I think he might have won a major with him. I don't know if it was a major at the time, but I think it was like some Umabura from Japan. I gotta use my specials more. Some of the specials are kind of nice. Like that? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do his Nair loops. I never figured him out. And clearly no tournament goers have figured it out either, or else Sora would be winning every tournament. Kamehameh used to main Mega Man, and like Mega Man's never really did a whole lot, except recently. Peanut got second place at Comet Palooza, like under Shiny Mark, which is pretty hype. I got to see Mars finally do something again at that tournament. Get out. Oh, what? I tried to do F-tilt. It did not work. What? That happened twice where I'm trying to do F-tilt and I somehow get... Oh wait, is F-tilt 3 hits? Oh my god, it is. Is he dead? Okay. Spin 3 will give us number 50. Number 50 is Quid, a Pokemon trainer and someone who I'm actually fairly familiar with. Oh no! Well, apparently Pokemon trainer is a good matchup against Steve. I've seen people put Ivysaur at the bottom of Steve's matchup charts, and maybe this will be okay. So I do know a fair bit about Quid, because there was a time where, kind of like T, I was trying to pick up Pokemon trainer as a main, and I was like looking at a bunch of videos of Quid playing. And I'm pretty sure he did win a pretty big event. It was like, let's make big moves. And I don't really know if he ever did anything big after that. I remember watching him win Let's Make Big Moves, and that was pretty cool. Love Steve. Wait. Yeah! Sweet. Alright, my dad. I don't know which I up there was sent, so I do not know how to DI that. Well, up obviously, but... Hold up, the writing's fine. Ain't no way. Oh, okay, nice. Spin 4 will give us number 43. At number 43 we have Bloom Forever, who plays Bayonetta. I don't know a whole lot about Bloom Forever, like I've heard of them, but I'm not super familiar with like their game. I do remember first hearing about them when I saw that he was ranked over Lima in the 2023 Lumirank ranking. Because that was surprising, seeing Bloom Forever over Lima, because I had never heard of Bloom before. And I was like, how did someone just get playing Bayo be ranked over Lima? Oh. Oh, get out! Alright, don't think like Bloom Province ever won a big major, but I do know that they regularly just take games off like really good EU players like Siski and Gladion. Well, if they just keep running into the what? What am I doing? Sweet. And for spin 5 we have number 24. And at number 24 we have Cosmos, who plays Aegis. And in case you've been living under a rock, Cosmos is the single undisputed GOAT of Smash Ultimate. He farms top players with ease, beating MKLeo in a JV4 fashion multiple times, and laughing in the face of Japan's finest. He practically raised Spargo to be the top player he is today just to have someone to contest him, and it still wasn't enough. There must have been some kind of issue with the ranking here, maybe they got him confused with another Cosmos, since this GOAT deserves to be top 0 minimum. Alright, so obviously that was the joke, and while Cosmos is a pretty good player, he tends to choke a lot and not really perform as well as he says he will. Like, I first heard him on Lights Out podcast, and he was just like, yo, I'm about to take like 30 games off Spargo, and then he got swept. Okay. The community jokes about Cosmos a lot, like anytime I see anyone talking about him, it's almost never like them sincerely being like, wow, he's so good. I never played a lot of Aegis, but like I don't think you need to know how to play Aegis to play Aegis. You just like out-button them with Mithra and then hit them once with Pyro. Like that. Yeah. Let's see what we got for spin number 6. 6. Which gives us Chutan, who's the best Olimar in Ultimate. I've always thought of Chutan as just like very consistent. He always places very well, like I never see him like, you know, drowning in pools obviously. But yeah, he's taken lots of sets off really good Japanese players, and I think he even won an Evo at one point, which is like crazy. I did not remember him doing that. The only other like good Olimar that I know about is I think Candle. I've seen Candle playing a lot, and I think I saw Candle do pretty well at Comet Palooza. I think they lost because of a up air while they're below the stage. Okay, you gotta take one of these, come on. No! Okay, I like knew that he was gonna air dodge there. Yep, okay, he's just air dodging out of everything. Nope. Do I have no Pikmin? At all? I gotta get on that. Alright! Damn, that was very close. And for spin 7, it's 35. That lands us on Kome, a Shulk player, and the same player who challenged Chutan at EVO 2020. I've never actually heard of Kome before. Apparently he's taken games off really good Japanese players, and even surprisingly Mars, which I didn't know about. Okay, randomly? Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, maybe that's that. But it's more than anything about this challenge. It's like I'm just learning about all new players. Like I had never really heard of Kome before, but like now I can recognize him as like probably one of the best Shulk players. Jump art Betty? No. It's Betty. Okay. Let's see, spin number 8. That gives us 57, landing on Natono, who plays primarily Pichu. So I've never heard of Natono either, although looking at the profile it doesn't look like Natono plays as much anymore, which I don't blame him considering Pichu is unplayable in the new meta, because it just got nerfed like crazy. Am I gonna make a die lift? He took Umabura over Kamehameh, who we were talking about earlier, and he did pretty good at Frostbite 2019 against Cosmos and Kome, who are both two people we were just talking about earlier. Oh! That kills. I was not expecting this to explode though. Time for our 9th spin. And it is, ooh, 7. Looking at number 7, we have Light, the best fox in the world. I remember I first heard of Light from Moist when he first got signed, and I've been really just following ever since. He's like, just consistently like places pretty well. Like, he's taken really good, like a lot of sets off of a lot of really good players. There's really heated rivalry with Mars that kind of just got refueled again at Palooza, where I think they went to Game 5 and Mars completely sold. I think Mars could have won that. But he places very consistently. I think right now he's ranked number 4 on the 2024 Lumi rank. I'm just gonna run up that Smash. Oh, okay. There we go. I'm pretty sure Light also, he beat, he took a game off, or no, he took a set off on in at Palooza, which is good, because that matchup looks bad for Fox. I don't know how he did it. I gotta lock in, I'm starting to lose. No jump, yeah. And for our 10th and final spin, we have 94. And looking at 94, it's Leia, a Greninja main from Japan. Why couldn't it have been 92?
What the Sigma?
I have never heard of this player before, but that's the nature of this challenge. Like, you never know who you're gonna get. You might get like a top 5 player that everyone knows about, or you might get someone who's like a little more hidden. No way! I don't know how to kill this character. All I ever see is people killing with side B when their opponent's off stage. Maybe I'll do that. That did not work. Oh! Okay, lag kind of prevented me from doing anything there. I'm pretty sure I'm wired right now. Hold up. Yeah. Well, I'm wired, alright. Nice. Alright, I'm surprised that I lived the interaction. Okay, great. Okay. I'm just gonna F-smash them because they're gonna recover in some weird way, like with... Okay, no, they walked into it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing to the channel. I think we've actually unlocked memberships from getting 500 subscribers, so if you want, you could pay $2 a month to help me out. You'd get a shout out in future videos and a cool little badge next to your name that I made myself. Until next time, peace!